Okay, going to try to make a Pai Gow tutorial. I'm going to try to show you how to play the Chinese game Pai Gow. Not Pai Gow you normally see in the casinos where you use a standard deck of playing cards. You use these. These are Pai Gow tiles or dominoes, and there are 32 of them, I believe. Like I said, Pai Gow is a Chinese game, and Pai Gow means make 9, and that's pretty much what you're trying to do to beat the dealer or the house. First of all, if you know anything about Chinese games, such as Mahjong, you would shuffle these, or the dealer would face down, and then you would shuffle them with the rest of them and make a wall similar to this, with all 32 tiles. You then deal the tiles to the other players, including yourself, as you would any other card game, I guess you could say. And you are dealt 4 tiles. Now the object of the game is for the house, which I'll use here, and the players, for the players to beat the house. What you're trying to do is make the best combination with the 4 tiles you have to get closest to 9 or 9. Now the thing to remember is this right here is a 10. So you think, well, I have a 10 and this as one of my hands, because you make 2 hands in Pai Gow. This must be a 10 and a 4, so it must be 14. Whenever you get to 10, it clocks over. So this alone is a 0. So you add that to the 4. This is essentially a 4. Same thing as if you had this tile. Now, there's one exception to that, and that is with, here we go, if you are lucky enough to get a pair. If you have a pair is traditionally thought of as always being worth 12 points. And essentially that is the only way you can get more than 9 points. And essentially you have your, what I call a strong hand, like in Pai Gow poker. A strong hand, which may be this, for example, which is worth 12. And then a weak hand, which is worth, in this case, only 4. You would compare your hand to the dealer. And if you beat the dealer, then obviously you have 1. Alright, so here's kind of a mock game. Once you shuffle all your tiles face down, you form this wall that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 long, and then 4 high. As a dealer, you do this, and then you hand out the tiles like you would any other kind of poker game, like in blackjack. Except in blackjack, instead of giving one card, or in this case tile, to all of the players, you would simply give them all 4 tiles at once, including yourself. And so you would distribute that there, here, and if there was another player here, you would have that. So dealer and the 2 other players. And you would have your hands concealed. You wouldn't have them up as I do here. But there we go. Another thing is it does not matter where you break what I call the wall. There is you can just do it from left to right or right to left, or just do it randomly. There is a method that they use, rolling 3 dice, 6-sided dice, that determines where they're going to break the wall, and who gets what parts of the wall in relationship to the seating arrangement. Now, another thing about what I was talking about earlier about pairs. For example, that's a pretty good pair. They're both the same. However, if you have another 8, which, see if I can find one real quick. I know there's one somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. But they don't need to look identical. There's another 8 in here somewhere. There's actually quite a few repeats, although they may look different. An 8 is still an 8. Alright, here we go. So right here, this makes a pair, and so do these two right here, because they are both 8s. That's pretty much all you need to know. And if a pair ties another pair for a casual game, you could just say, well, that's a push. Because in Pai Gow, to beat the dealer, you must beat both his strong and weak hands. However, if you look at more into it, there is a method which this pair beats a pair like this, depending on what actual tiles you use, or dominoes, to make that pair. And that's how you break the tie when it comes to pairs. There are special rules concerning these tiles as well, the 2s, and there are 2 2s. I'll be posting in the description some links about the history of Pai Gow, and some information where you can buy them, along with a better, more in-depth tutorial on how to play Pai Gow. I'm basically making this because there's nothing on YouTube about Pai Gow. So if you try going on YouTube right now, so it's Pai Gow, you get everything about poker, some videos on slot machines, and Gears of War 3. So basically that's it. I hope this video is okay. This is my first tutorial video. Hope it turned out alright. Anyway, thank you very much.